We all sit in silence for a moment. Mateo's eyes suddenly light up.
Alright, well if that's the case, then I have an idea for an assignment. Tonight, we'll all go home and write a poem of our very own, then share them with each other at home tomorrow's meeting. That way, everyone is even.
Yuri and Natsuko fidget nervously. Satori suddenly stands up.
Yeah, let's do it! Come on, guys! Think of how much we can learn from each other by our different styles. It'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. It's a great way to show our appreciation for literature, too.
I'm taken aback by Satori's words. Since when is he into poetry? I guess if he likes it, maybe there's more to it than I'm allowing myself to see. Yuri suddenly lifts his head.
Satori is right. We could learn a lot about each other by sharing our poetry. After all, the truest form of writing is writing to oneself. I'll do it.
Fine. I'll do it too.
But only because I want you all to see how a pro writes.
Then it's settled.
I look forward to seeing how creative you all can be.
Mateo focuses on me.
So, Hallie, think you're up for writing a poem to share with everyone? Or is this club simply too boring for you?
I lift a curious brow. Part of me wants nothing to do with Mateo or his boring club. I'm not really sure. Mateo smirks to himself, but the other three look a bit downcast.
I'm not surprised. I'm sorry, I thought. Aw, man. Hallie.
Three of the guys stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm powerless against their bereaved stares. They really want me in their club, don't they? I'm not sure if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. But, damn, why do they have to be so cute? Well, if writing poetry is the price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these cute guys, I give a heavy sigh and look back at them with a defeated smirk. Well, I've decided. I'm going to join the literature club. With the exception of Mateo, their eyes light up with excitement.
Really? No fooling? You're the best, Hallie!
Satori pushes me and wraps his arms around me tightly, lifting me up and spinning me around for a moment. The gust causes my skirt to fly up a bit, no doubt giving my new friends a free show. Hey!
You scared me for a second. If you just showed up to tease us with your presence, I'd be super pissed. Well, if that's what you choose.
It is.
Very well. I suppose we can end this meeting on a good note. Remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Mateo looks over at me once more.
This club isn't an outlet to screw around after school. We take literature very seriously. I suggest you do the same. I won't tolerate any slacking off, understand?
Mateo's expression and tone are serious. I nod. Don't worry. I won't let anyone in this club down.
I sincerely hope not.
I look away nervously. There's no way I can impress Mateo with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. All I can do is try my best, I suppose. The guys get to work moving the desks back into place while Yuri gathers up the tea set.
Hey, Hallie, wanna walk home together?
It's been a while since Satori and I have walked home together since I'm either in detention or he's participating in clubs. Of course, let's go.
Alright.
With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home.
So, what do you think of the club, Hallie?
I look suspiciously at Satori, instantly picking up on his sneaky tone. Now that we're far from school, I can speak my mind. Why didn't you tell me before that your club is full of hot guys?
Well, in my defense, they're not hot to me.
Fair point.
You know what
I mean. Satori gives a knowing grin.
You like what you see in there?
Well, Mateo's a jerk. But everyone else is cool. Did you enjoy watching me embarrass myself with Yuri?
And now you see why I told you that you need to work on your social skills. That could have gone better than it did.
I frown. He's definitely right. That could have gone way better if I wasn't so socially awkward. Yuri probably thinks I'm a total airhead. My feet come to a halt. I look at the ground sadly. Do you think any of them like me? Satori stops and looks at me. He smiles warmly.
Of course they did. Believe it or not, Mateo does too. I know it's hard to tell because he can be really snobby, especially when it comes to things he's passionate about, like literature. But trust me when I say he was way nicer to you than he usually is with everyone else.
I smile to myself a bit.
And once they get to know you, you spend time with everyone, they'll see how wonderful you are. And, well, they'll like you even more.
I hope you're right.
Trust me, these guys are my friends. I know them and I know what they like. In fact, how about you let me help you?
Help me? How so?
I'll help you appeal to whichever one you prefer. What do you say?
You want to be my wingman?
Of course! That's what best friends are for, aren't they? And as my best friend, I just want to see you happy. All I'm going to do is give you helpful tips. For example, Yuri likes big words and anything to do with horror. Not like simple writing using words that are... how should I put this? Cute? Anyway, you can take it from there. You don't need my help that much anyway. You're already beautiful and funny. Just tell me who you like and I'll help you get with him. I mean,
not that I'm interested in him, but what will impress Pt.2? Satori thinks to himself for a moment.
He'll be impressed by seeing you put effort into this. And so will I.
Thanks, Satori. You're the best.
My pleasure. Oh hey, I'm going to go change out of my uniform, grab something to eat, and I'll be over in an hour.
That'll be fun.
Fun nothing. Someone has to make sure you do your homework.
Fine, you space cadet. I'll do my stupid homework.
You better. I'll see you in an hour.
Alright. Love you, buddy.
Love you too.
We head to our respective houses. I'd be lying if I said I won't consider Satori in the lineup. I soon find my thoughts shifting between the four guys. Satori, Natsuko, Yuri, and even Mateo. Four very different guys all interested in the same goal. If I can remain motivated, I wonder if I'll be able to spend more time with one of these handsome fellows. I just have to stay positive and good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Yeah, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright, normally I would leave this completely up to chance and just like mash on through all the words until we got somebody. But I kind of want to do Satori's route first and just see how this goes. Because we are going to do all the routes in this thing. Because that's just how I roll. Well, let's see. I'm gonna assume that it's just the same as the original with the words that appeal to people and stuff. So we're gonna go with like, oh, but there's some different ones too. Like, who would be punch? Well, whatever. There's also fight. That's probably Natsuko, let's be honest. Mama? Cheeks? That was Natsuko. Whoopsies. That's okay. Together. Is depression still you, Satori? Yes, it is. Alright. Bad. Let's see. Alone? Yeah. Heart? Yeah. Look at me, I'm an expert at writing Satori poems already. Grief. Sorry, I have an itch in my ear. It's horrible. I hate it. Oh god. I think I fixed it. Summer? Whoops, that was him. Broken. Hurt. Yeah. Pain. Fear. Sweet? Who likes girl? You do, huh? Okay, that's fine. Why? Sunny? Flower? And pure? Well, I'm sure we got more than enough Satori words to earn his rep.
Oh,
You came back.
yep. I told you I was serious about this. It might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I'm the last one to come in and... Wait, what's that smell? Is that food?
Thank you for keeping up Mama Sally. I hope this isn't too alarming for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
I sniffed the air slower. There's definitely food in here. I'm positive I smell confectioner's sugar. Where is it coming from?
Don't feel too sorry for her, Yuri. Satori told me this naughty girl didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Last year, too. I sure hope you intend on taking it seriously, Missy, or you won't see the end of it.
Sure he's got the sugar. My approachman sniffed the air around him. You smell like cupcakes or something. Do you have food?
Ha! Told you she'd smell it as soon as she walks in. She's got a nose like a bloodhound when it comes to food.
Satori playfully leans on me, his arm draped over my shoulder.
Oh man, I wanted it to be a surprise!
Let's go pounce. Trust me, I'm surprised. Also super hungry.
I better get the tray before she devours us all. Hey, I brought them, I'll get them!
Let's go heads to the back of the classroom and retrieves the tray covered with tin foil.
And while we're at it, I'll make some tea as well.
Satori suddenly leans into me and mutters into my ear.
Stop sniffing the club members, you weirdo!
I give Satori a sniff and wriggle my nose in distaste. You need to wash your blazer.
You need to wash your hair.
He gives my ponytail a gentle tug. Hey! Natsuko sets the tray on the desk in front of me and dramatically peels back the tin foil.
Ta-da!
Whoa! I stare in awe as he reveals a dozen fresh cream-filled donuts. The words Literature Club are written in chocolate icing on each one. Natsu, those look amazing.
Well, I usually do stuff like this on days we get a new member. But you came in so suddenly I didn't have a chance to. So I figured I'd do it today. Hurry up and take one.
Satori and I each reach for one.
These are awesome.
I rotate the donut in my hand, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuko's quiet. I can't help but notice him sneaking glances in my direction. Is he waiting for me to taste it? I end up stuffing the entire thing into my mouth. The pastry is flaky and the icing is so sweet with full flavor.
That's delicious. Welcome, my home.
Satori groans into his hand. Clearly, I have learned nothing from our previous conversation regarding my questionable social skills.
Ha! No need to thank me.
I finish chewing and swallowing, my eyes already locked on my next tasty victim. These taste homemade. Did you make them yourself? Natsuko suddenly blushes and turns away, clearly bothered by my question.
No way. Baking is for girls. My mom just runs a bakery, that's all. So that's why they taste homemade. They are, but I just brought them. No big deal or anything.
He mutters that last part. I didn't mean to offend him. I awkwardly stare at him as I grab the other donut and slowly shove that one into my face. Satori nudges me. Stop eating. He whispers this to me while giving me an annoyed glare. What? My mouth is overflowing with donuts. Satori visibly tries to suppress the grin creeping across his face. I both break at the same time and start giggling. I struggle to keep the cream from shooting out of my nose. I slip the grab a tissue from the teacher's desk to wipe the crumbs of cream from my mouth. Don't make me laugh when my mouth is full, Satori. You almost made me choke.
Hey, it's not my fault. No one told you to shove that donut into your face like a python swallowing a rabbit.
I both start giggling again. It's not uncommon for us to crack each other up like this daily. Yuri approaches with the tea set and hands me a steaming cup.
You two are such fun to watch. You really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
No need to be jealous, Yuri. She could be good friends with you, too. I can see you two getting along really well. Yuri even got something for you, Hallie.
What? Satori. Wait, Satori.
For me?
It's nothing really.
Come on, Yuri, don't be shy.
What is it?
Never mind. Satori made it sound like a big deal when it really isn't.
I slightly gesture with my head for Satori to bugger off. He nods and heads back to his desk. It's time for me to state the situation. Yuri, don't worry about it. Any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Of course. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Well, alright. Here you go.
Relieved, Yuri reaches into his bag and pulls out a book. Jeez, that's a thick book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book I thought you might enjoy.
That thing's like 1,000 pages. He doesn't expect me to actually read the whole thing, does he?
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention.
Short read? Is he serious right now? It looks like Stephen King wrote that tome. Looking at the cover barely keeps my attention.
I was hoping after you finished it, we could, discuss it, if you wanted.
Yuri smiles bashfully. I sigh, as if he wasn't already unbelievably cute enough. I can't believe he brought me a book he thought I'd enjoy despite me not reading much. What a gentleman. I suppose reading is the least I could do. This was super nice of you, Yuri. Thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Holy cow, this thing weighs like 8 pounds. I flip through the pages. Oh boy, size 6 font. My favorite. I've slipped the book into my bag.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone is settled in, I expect Mateo to kick off some special activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Satori and Mateo are having a quiet conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice his intense expression like he was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuko is rummaging around in the closet. Man, seems like no one... Pardon me. Seems like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related when I'm alone like this? I guess I could start reading the book Yuri gave me, but I'm so bored that reading would only put me to sleep. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Satori and Mateo's conversation.
We're probably gonna sound really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is, the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve our problem, though.
What problem?
Even if we come up with the most fun idea ever, who's gonna come to a literature event in the first place? It's more important for us to figure out how to get people to actually show up. We need to first accumulate an audience, then we can speak to their creative minds.
Wow, Satori really is taking this seriously. It's rare to hear him deliberating like this.
Very good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
The right food will.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Donuts!
That's right, Natsuko would love to handle that.
Yeah, that works out perfectly.
Now to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling, thinking about those donuts. Also, I admire Satori's dedication to this club. I have so much trouble finding any motivation at all. Satori, on the other hand, can put his mind to anything and make it happen. That's why I let him get on my case about things. I wonder what it'd be like to see the world through his eyes. Yeah! I open my eyes to see Satori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Did I wake baby from her whittle nap?
You scared me half to death, you big doofus.
Well, tough. You shouldn't have been sleeping in the first place. Unfortunately for you, there's no such thing as the napping club.
I grab Satori's arm and look into his face with excited eyes. Dude, we need to start the napping club.
You stayed up late again, huh? You know, now that you're in this club, you're gonna have less time for video games, so get used to it.
Fine, fine. You're always looking out for me, Satori.
Well, someone has to.
And herein lies the problem, my friend. You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You talk about me staying up late when you started oversleeping last year and continue to do so. The only reason you wake up on time now is so you can make sure I wake up on time. You don't wake up for you do it for me. Do you ever do anything for yourself? In fact, what the hell are you even wearing?
Eh?
Satori scans himself curiously.
Oh, my new uniform? Yeah, I accidentally got the wrong size. Is it that noticeable?
You look like a 6-year-old trying to wear his father's business suit. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you cared about yourself, you would have paid more attention to what you were ordering. You're not even wearing it properly. Look at the other guys. See how their blazers are nicely buttoned and their ties tucked in? Why is yours still unbuttoned? You specifically got a new one because the other one was too tight when buttoned up. Genius, come here. I stand up and start fixing Satori's tie. I tighten it properly and button up the collar of his white undershirt. I tuck the tail into his sweater vest. Then I get to work buttoning his blazer from the bottom, working my way up. Satori smirks a little.
You really shouldn't do these kinds of things in front of people. They might get the wrong idea about us.
I look at Satori curiously. He's blushing a little. I'm tempted to make this situation as weird as possible for him. It amuses me so. Since when do we care what people think about us? You scared you won't get a girlfriend if everyone thinks we're a couple? Satori's blush intensifies a bit.
Well, no. It's the guys. If they think we're a couple, then you won't be able to, get one of them to ask you out.
I really appreciate your help. But why do you care so much about hooking me up with one of your friends?
Huh? No reason. I was just, geez, sorry I said anything.
He averts his eyes. He's adorable when he's flustered. I finish buttoning up his blazer. There, that's better. You're dressed right when your tie buttons and belt buckle line up perfectly in a straight line. I look down and notice his pants are crooked, the belt buckle off to one side. Hold on.
Hey, Ellie, wait!
I reach down, my fingers curling into the front of his pants and gripping the waistband. With one assertive but gentle tug, I align the belt buckle with the buttons on Satori's blazer. There we go.
Jeez, what'd you do that for? I could have handled it myself.
I look at him, smiling playfully. Well, maybe I wanted to handle it today. Satori's face turns bright red. He retreats a few steps.
Gah! Why do you always say weird things like that? Sheesh!
I snicker triumphantly. I just can't help myself sometimes.
Anyway, you look much... no, that's me saying it.
Anyway, you look much better now.
I can't stand the collar buttoned up like that. I can hardly breathe. Feels like I'm being strangled. And I can barely move in this stiff blazer when it's all buttoned up. Ugh, it's not worth it at all.
Satori hastily unbuttons his blazer once more along with his shirt collar. He also loosens his tie and frees it from beneath his sweater vest.